Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Here's John and Heidi.
Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
What is today, John?
I thought you'd never ask. It is Wednesday, the 15th day of March. Today is National Everything You Think Is Wrong Day. I've got a list.
So do I.
I don't really have a list, but I could probably make
I
one.
do.
National Kansas Day today. National Pears Helene Day today. We should probably try that because I don't think I've ever.
I have no idea what that is, but it sounds delicious.
National Shoe the World Day today. National SBDC Day. I think that's Small Business Development Corporation.
Okay.
At least that's one of the SBDCs that I know of. And National Equal Pay Day today. All of those things happening on this Wednesday. And I have a guest joining me. Echo Kellum is a very funny stand-up comic, and he's also a cast member of a new show called Grand Crew. And it's a group of people who get together at a bar and drink and kind of talk about their day. But it's kind of based on like some real friends. And it turned into a show, and it was like a big, huge hit last season. Season 2 just came out.
Yeah.
Going to chat with him all about that coming up.
Do you ever get credit card offers in the mail? Those are usually the worst offers. They spend thousands of dollars mailing them to anyone with an address. The people who actually read their junk mail end up paying the price in the long run. At bettercreditcards.com, we offer a variety of credit card options to fit your needs. Whether you want a credit card to give you cash back or points and perks, or a credit card to help you build your credit, we probably have it at bettercreditcards.com. Give yourself a little credit. bettercreditcards.com.
Now, surveys and studies and such brought to you by bettercreditcards.com. 7 in 10 people say they'd rather be buried in a cardboard box than have their family overspend on a funeral.
Oh, I agree with that completely.
According to a study of 2,000 Americans, 81% of those who were giving at least some thought to their memorial service, millennials aged 26 to 40, were found to be 61% more likely than baby boomers to have given moderate thought to what their funeral service should be like. Baby boomers, by the way, age 57 to 75. 1 in 4 adults have given it a great deal of thought, 25%. Heidi has a book that says something along the lines of, I'm dead, now
I'm
what?
dead, now what?
Yeah,
Yep.
and in that, it's all this stuff, and it's a book that you found that online, and then you filled in the blanks, is that right?
Yeah.
And then she got me one, and she gave it to me, and so far
And
mine
it's still blank.
Mine has nothing. I don't even have time to die. So, no. Here's the thing. Heidi's good at planning stuff. Whatever you do, it'll be fine. It'll be great. Surveys and studies and such brought to you by bettercreditcards.com.
If your plan for the new year involves getting your financial life in order, I suggest you start with your mobile phone bill. How much do you pay every month? If that number is more than $15, it's time for a Mintervention. Mint Mobile makes it affordable and easy to switch. Get a new phone or bring your current phone. At Mintervention.com, you can see the current special offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That's far less than most people are paying, just $15 a month. Learn more now at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Did you know? Brought to you by RadioTravelGroup.com. Heidi, did you know Unchained Melody, known as one of the most classic love songs of all time, popularized by the Righteous Brothers, was first written in 1955 for a rather unexpected reason. It was the theme song for Unchained, a movie about a man in maximum security prison.
Oh.
Who was torn between being on his best behavior to get out on a shorter sentence or just escaping and going home to be with his wife.
Oh, weird.
So the first version of the song was performed by a guy named Todd Duncan, also had a role in the film. The song was a little bit of a hit back then, but 1965, the Righteous Brothers negotiated a deal to release it on a different label, and their version wasn't as big of a hit, but then it later became a bigger hit, and then it was even a bigger hit in 1990 when it was on the soundtrack for Ghost. Yeah, so there you go.
I had no idea. That is very interesting.
Thank you. We don't know everything, but now we know this.
John and Heidi.
Now, Big Screen, Little Screen, brought to you by ChannelSurferTV.com. Isaiah Washington says he's calling it quits on his acting career. He used to be on Grey's Anatomy, and he posted that past criticism of his character that he played, that played part of the decision, and it's just a lot of haters and people that didn't like him.
I didn't know he was still acting at all.
Oh, I don't think he is, but he's just saying he's not coming back. He's not doing anymore. So anyway, who knows? Rachel Ray is also going to be off the TV pretty soon. It says when it comes to her daytime show anyway. CBS announced the celebrity chef is moving on from her daily Rachel Ray after 17 years, but they teased some projects maybe around the corner for Rachel Ray and her media company. So it's kind of interesting to see what that might be. But I've not met her, but she seems like a nice lady. She seems just very bubbly and happy. Big Screen, Little Screen, brought to you by ChannelSurferTV.com.
Do you ever get credit card offers in the mail? Those are usually the worst offers. They spend thousands of dollars mailing them to anyone with an address. The people who actually read their junk mail end up paying the price in the long run. At BetterCreditCards.com, we offer a variety of credit card options to fit your needs. Whether you want a credit card to give you cash back or points and perks, or a credit card to help you build your credit, we probably have it at BetterCreditCards.com. Give yourself a little credit. BetterCreditCards.com.
Now your scoop of the day comes your way, courtesy of BetterCreditCards.com. Heidi, you better get your calendar out. I'm going to give you a really important date here.
Okay.
The NFL has announced that the 2023-2024 season is going to kick off September 7th. You're going to want to write that down.
Good to know.
We're actually not sports fans, so that does not affect our life in any way whatsoever.
I'm sure there are lots of
I know.
people very, very
Oh,
excited.
I know, and I think this announcement's been out a while, so they probably already knew that. And this is an interesting thing. I don't know how practical it is, but a self-employed TikTok creator has gone viral for doing what she calls bare minimum Mondays. Marissa Jo Mays, which is just fun to say, posts under the name It's Marissa Jo. I'm probably saying that.
Okay.
Oh, it's Marissa Jo. That's probably Marissa Jo Mays. Yeah, it's Marissa Jo. They're all lowercase. I didn't know where the. I'm old. She says even after quitting her corporate job in favor of self-employment, she still suffered. I am suffering from not being able to talk.
You're suffering
She
from something.
still suffered from the scary Sundays or Sunday scaries. She said it felt paralyzing as a result. So she gave herself permission to do the absolute bare minimum for work each Monday. She said making that decision a year ago, now she feels better.
Now
and
she
she's never
worries on
overwhelmed.
Tuesday.
I was going to just say the same thing. And she actually gets more done than she ever expected. On bare minimum Mondays, she doesn't accept meetings, and she does make a point to take things slow for the first couple hours, reading and journaling, or looking after some chores around the house. After that, she does an hour of creative work, wrapping her day with a few hours of work after lunch. May said it helps to, quote, start the week prioritizing yourself as a person over yourself as an employee, end quote. She is self-employed. I don't know what she does for a living other than doing TikTok videos. And if that's what
Right.
your job is,
It shouldn't be super stressful.
some of us have other things we have to do. Can you imagine if I did, by the way, Mondays, we ain't going to be here. Just so you know. Okay, we'll be here, I promise you. Scoop of the day comes your way, courtesy of BetterCreditCards.com.
If your plan for the new year involves getting your financial life in order, I suggest you start with your mobile phone bill. How much do you pay every month? If that number is more than $15, it's time for a Mintervention. Mint Mobile makes it affordable and easy to switch. Get a new phone or bring your current phone. At Mintervention.com, you can see the current special offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That's far less than most people are paying, just $15 a month. Learn more now at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Thank you for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Wednesday. Our guest today, very funny stand-up comic Echo Kellum. He's also on a program called Grand Crew, and Grand Crew Season 1 was a huge hit. So Grand Crew Season 2 out right now. Echo, are you excited?
Man, I am over the moon for season 2. It's really been such a labor of love, and we had so much fun shooting it. So I'm just excited for people to take it in and to let us know what they think. I really think they're going to love it.
And I had a chance to watch one of the videos was between season 1 and season 2, and you guys got to kind of do a little promo where all the actors and actresses were together talking about season 1 and how much people loved it. And I think just the I would say the chemistry between all of you seems to be really good. You must all get along pretty well, or at least you fake it good.
We fake it really good. We hate each other. Honestly, we are all friends in real life. Most of us knew each other before the series was ever a thing. A lot of us come from the Upright Citizens Brigade, which is a comedy theater in LA and New York. So a lot of us studied there. I know Nicole Byer. She plays my sister on the show. I've known her for over a decade. We were on a sketch team together for 4 years. Bill, I've known for a decade. Carl, over a decade. Gracie Mercedes, one of the first person I met in LA when I moved there. So There's no faking it. We're all actually friends. The show is based off of our real friend group that met once a week to unpack our careers, life, and love at a wine bar. So it definitely is life imitating art.
I love that. And I was going to just ask
Or art
where
imitating life, rather. Sorry.
Oh,
art
that's
imitating life.
I was going to ask where the idea came from, but it kind of sounds like the idea came from the fact that this is really what you guys do.
Literally, yeah. You know, Phil Jackson, our showrunner and creator, he's in the crew. He's the one that introduced us all to the wine bar years and years ago. He was developing a show with Dan Gore. They worked on Brooklyn Nine-Nine together. Dan Gore came into the bar one day just so they can talk, and he was like, this should be the show. So it became the show, and it was really dope that we got to get cast in and get to be on the season 2. It's like I'm pinching myself.
And the best thing is people are loving this, and it was a huge hit for NBC, and I love the fact that it seems like, in a world where they like to just bring back old ideas, things that have already worked, tried and true. Going to do another sequel, going to do another spin-off, going to do something completely unique like this and have it a huge success. I think that's fantastic.
Yeah, I think we feel extremely fortunate to continue on with a show like this. Like you said, it's all about reboots now, and there's already a built-in fan base. And so for them to take a chance on a show like this that really hasn't been seen a ton on the market, and for us to continue to get to shoot and for people to really connect with it, I feel over the moon, like beyond blessed to be in this position.
And for anybody that hasn't seen it, we should probably tell them what this is. All of season 1 is out right now, and season 2 is coming out one episode at a time. But what is Grand Cru?
Yeah, so Grand Cru is a play off of a word, Grand Cru, C-R-U, which means like an elevated, amazing type of wine or champagne. And it connects with the aspect that we are a Grand Cru, meaning a grand friend group. The show harkens back to those classic sitcom hangout comedies like Living Single and Friends and Seinfeld and Martin and things like that. So we have a lot of situational comedy, a lot of hijinks. We feel like every character is very unique and distinctive. So anyone can tune in and connect with someone. You can find the character that mostly relates to you or something that you kind of aspire to. It's about like the trials and tribulations and triumphs of love, life, career moves, which we can all understand and connect with. So from a very hilarious perspective. So there's a lot there. And of course, there's wine. So pull up your friends, get a glass of wine, and just sit back, relax, unpack life. You don't have to be delved into all the drudgery of it all. We really just want you to come in for 30 minutes, have fun, laugh, forget all the stuff that's going on, and just really connect.
Now, are you anything at all like the character you play on the show? Is that you, or is that completely different than you?
I mean, I definitely, I share a lot in common with Noah. Like, I'm definitely a person who like looks for partnerships and like loves love. I wouldn't say I'm a hopeless romantic. I would say I'm a hopeful romantic. But yeah, I mean, we definitely share a lot of similarities. We're not exactly the same. I feel like Noah's a cross breed between myself and our show's creator, Phil Jackson. But he's definitely, a lot of his wheelhouse is in my wheelhouse, so he's very easy to play.
Well, it's been a lot of fun to visit with you. Congrats on a very successful season 1, and I got a feeling season 2 is going to do real well as well.
Hey, thank you so much, man. From your mouth to all the people in the world's ears. Let's go.
All right. Again, Echo has been our guest today. The show is called Grand Cru Season 2. It's out right now. I'll get all the details in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
Do you ever get credit card offers in the mail? Those are usually the worst offers. They spend thousands of dollars mailing them to anyone with an address. The people who actually read their junk mail end up paying the price in the long run. At bettercreditcards.com, we offer a variety of credit card options to fit your needs. Whether you want a credit card to give you cash back or points and perks, or a credit card to help you build your credit, we probably have it at bettercreditcards.com. Give yourself a little credit. bettercreditcards.com.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
The vibrations caused by a cat's purring can speed up the healing of a fractured bone or wound.
Interesting.
Yeah. So if you've got a, maybe that's why they have CAT scans. No, it's a whole different
wow.
thing. Okay, moving on. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
To make 1 kilogram of honey, bees have to visit 4 million flowers.
That is crazy.
That is very crazy. Traveling distance, by the way, equals 4 times around the Earth just to make a kilogram of honey. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Cows have best friends and experience stress when they're removed from their best friend.
They do.
They do. That is an awesome, awesome thing. And finally, fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
This is so disgusting. A giraffe can clean its ears with its tongue.
Okay, well.
Ugh, that is... Yeah. Several fun facts. Now you know. Oh, thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
If your plan for the new year involves getting your financial life in order, I suggest you start with your mobile phone bill. How much do you pay every month? If that number is more than $15, it's time for a Mintervention. Mint Mobile makes it affordable and easy to switch. Get a new phone or bring your current phone. At Mintervention.com, you can see the current special offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That's far less than most people are paying, just $15 a month. Learn more now at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Time now for the Mint Mobile question of the day. Yay! It's brought to you by Mintervention.com. Heidi, question for you. The average person does this for at least 30 minutes a day. What is it? 30 minutes of this. Chewing. 30 minutes of chewing. I don't think I do nearly enough chewing because I eat a lot.
You kind of just snarf yours
I
down.
take 2 bites and swallow. Oop. Yeah, we actually sat with a health coach one time, and he said, you need to chew more.
Yeah.
You're supposed
definitely
to chew like 30
do.
times, I think. Was it 28 times? 28 times for everything.
It
I'm
seems
like, it just
excessive.
seems like an awful lot
compared
of
to what
chewing.
you normally do, but yeah, you definitely need to chew.
Maybe I'll work on it.
Crazy.
Mint Mobile question of the day comes your way, courtesy of Mintervention.com.
Do you ever get credit card offers in the mail? Those are usually the worst offers. They spend thousands of dollars mailing them to anyone with an address. The people who actually read their junk mail end up paying the price in the long run. At bettercreditcards.com, we offer a variety of credit card options to fit your needs. Whether you want a credit card to give you cash back or points and perks, or a credit card to help you build your credit, we probably have it at bettercreditcards.com. Give yourself a little credit. bettercreditcards.com.
Time now for some weird news, brought to you by weirdgiftoftheday.com. Danish company wants to save you the trouble of getting out of your car when it's time to fill up. Startup Autofuel has developed a robotic arm capable of refueling a variety of vehicles at gas stations without any kind of human assistance. It's using a gas station in Finland as the pilot site, currently the only place in the world where you can have your car refueled by a robot.
Why is that necessary? Is this a problem?
Hey,
for
listen,
people?
Heidi. The futuristic refueling system uses a robotic arm that can locate a car's fuel tank door, select the right type of fuel, and operate the pump. It's been in testing for over a year, and although it may be a while before refueling robots become mainstream, Autofuel believes they will become invaluable when truly autonomous vehicles hit the roads. So they're saying they're getting ready for cars to drive on their own, and at that point, we don't want to be getting out, putting in, who knows how much
Can't
gas.
be moving at all,
Yeah,
apparently,
I don't
in
wanna
life
do
anymore.
Any of this work. Can somebody also please... I'm going to just be nice.
I kind of do want to know
No,
what you were
don't.
going to say.
All right, weird news brought to you by weirdgiftoftheday.com.
John and Heidi.
Time now for the list brought to you by bettercreditcards.com. According to a totally unscientific, I can't speak, Heidi. According to a totally unscientific analysis of the numbers of Reddit posts that refer to attractive, sexy, beautiful, handsome, gorgeous, good-looking, and pretty, and hot in context of a specific country. This is all during February of this year.
Okay.
So who used those numbers the most, or who used those words the most? I'll get to that. Number 10, Denmark. Number 9, Ukraine. Number 8, Italy. 7, France. 6, Brazil. 5, Canada. Number 4, as far as saying, adjectives that were gorgeous, handsome, pretty, beautiful, those things. Number 4, Japan. Number 2, Sweden. Number 2, USA. And which
Okay.
country do you think said those things the
Jeez.
most?
I have no idea.
India. Yeah. India.
Really?
This was all during the very unscientific analysis of the numbers. Hey, I said it that time. From February of 2023. Other things in here in the top 50, UK was number 12, Ireland number 17, Netherlands 19, Norway 21, New Zealand 24, Australia 23, and there's some others. If you want to see them, they're all in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
If your plan for the new year involves getting your financial life in order, I suggest you start with your mobile phone bill. How much do you pay every month? If that number is more than $15, it's time for a Mintervention. Mint Mobile makes it affordable and easy to switch. Get a new phone or bring your current phone. At Mintervention.com, you can see the current special offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That's far less than most people are paying, just $15 a month. Learn more now at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Time now for the quote of the day. It comes your way, courtesy of InsuranceChicken.com. Quote today is from Ernest Hemingway, who said, I drink to make other people more interesting. That sounds like
I do
something
too.
Heidi would say. I got a feeling we'll be getting a wall hanging or something. Quote of the day comes your way, courtesy of InsuranceChicken.com. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Wednesday.
John and Heidi.
This portion of the John and Heidi Show is brought to you by the John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying the John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
We always like to wrap things up around here with good news, and I think this is good news. Comes your way courtesy of radiotravelgroup.com. By the way, less than 3 weeks to go on that contest. All of the details can be found at radiotravelgroup.com. And a man purchases an apartment complex after agreeing to an unusual condition. So I think this is really cool. Owner of a property management company in New York has become the unlikely guardian of a 93-year-old woman.
Okay.
So this person, this Brock gentleman, recently made a deal to buy his first apartment building in upstate New York. The deal, though, came with this unusual condition. He had confessed in an interview that he was actually outbid by somebody else that was willing to pay $100,000 more for the
Yikes.
property. But he said that he would take $50,000 off the list price if he agreed to a specific term. Take care of a 93-year-old resident named Alice. It's a person who lives there. So he took a $50,000 haircut on this, like $50,000 less dollars when he sold this, to take care of a person who lives in the property.
Okay.
That's kind of cool, isn't it? Mm-hmm. So eventually he learned the former property owner who was looking to retire had been escorting Alice to the bank and to the doctor and the grocery store, and he only charged her $200 a month for rent. The same unit in other parts of the building were $2,000. For over 60 years, Alice has lived there. The previous owner never had the heart to raise her rent, so neither did this owner. Now that he's retiring, he's saying, hey, I'll do this, but look out for Alice.
Wow. That is so kind and so sweet. I love that.
I think it's really cool. I've got the entire story if you'd like to read it. It's in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com. Time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a great day. Thank you so much for listening to the John and Heidi Show.